Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is where we discuss practical life tools to empower, inspire, and bring success to our daily lives. I've been told that I'm a positive person, and I'm going to share with you some of the tools that I practice daily to really embody that style of life. This is a few-part series, so you're not going to be able to capture how to become a positive person in one YouTube video. There are so many different pieces to this, and today I'm sharing just a few of them with you. What does it mean to be a positive person? Does it mean that you're just hyper and smiling and happy and loud and bubbly all the time? Okay, but to me, positivity, being a positive person, is that when life hands you what it's going to hand you, the events that happen, the challenges that come to our lives, how we handle it, how we identify the event, and how we deal with it will determine whether we are able to do it in a positive manner or drown with it negatively. So one of the thought process that really occupies my mind is, if you're a positive person, is it something that you are born with, or is it something that you can achieve? I have strong belief that positivity, having the proper mindset, is something that can be achieved and that I have been practicing, and there's no arrival. You don't arrive and suddenly I'm the most positive person in the world. It is constant practice, using the tools that we have available to us to be able to be identified, whatever that means, as a positive person. Some people truly are born with the right state of mind, the right mentality. So when things happen, they can automatically see the good in the situation and attract really, really great things to themselves. And that's just how they were programmed. That's just how they were born. Then there's people like myself who might have certain characteristics that make it a little bit harder to do so, or that there was a block to do that. And so I think that I inherited certain things that didn't allow me to think positive in a challenging situation. I have personally seen the power of a positive mind and how that takes effect on not only your mind, but your body. The physical response that takes place when you have the right mindset. I have been through terrifying life circumstances that I know would have claimed my life if I had remained with the fear and the negativity. So here's a quick disclaimer. You are not going to be able to watch one YouTube video and suddenly become a positive person. It's not how it works. So again, with everything that I do, it's practice, practice, practice. If there is no underlying mental health diagnoses, then it should be something that you can achieve. First and foremost, you're going to want to choose to be a positive person. It is a choice, right? So having that positive mindset, you can't say, oh, I wasn't born that way, so it's just not for me. I'm not going to be able to do it. And just, if you're tired of the feelings and the pain and the toxicity of everything that's going on in your mind, you can make a choice. Enough is enough. I'm tired of it. I feel suffocated by it. All the time I'm thinking negative things. All the time no one wants to be around me. Suddenly I'm alone. I'm isolated. I'm complaining all the time. People don't want to hang out with me. Then choose the other option. So the biggest tool that there's definitely misconception about is, if you're a positive person, you don't feel anything, you don't feel pain, you don't feel dark emotions, no such thing. This is in fact not true. When I was being given terrifying statistics about what would happen to me, I had to allow myself to feel the natural feelings that wanted to come out with that. You don't hear scary things and then suddenly turn on a button and everything's going to be positive and change my mindset. I had to allow myself to go with where my mind, my heart, my emotions were taking me. And that was in a very, very scary place. The word death got thrown around so simply, like it was nothing. Oh, just you'll be another statistic. When I sat with those feelings, when I felt them, when I identified them, I was able to work with them. They were now in my hands. They were in my capacity. They were with me, and I could do whatever I needed to do to hit the next step. The more you fear something, the more that I fought or was terrified or felt truly the fear of it and wanted to stay away from it, the bigger and bigger and bigger it was getting for me. It was growing. The negative emotions were growing when I was trying to block them. Negative thoughts, I don't think exist. They're just emotions, right? Some emotions are painful, some sad, angry, whatever the emotion is, shouldn't be considered negative. They're different styles. The happy, joyful, laughing, optimistic, there's those emotions, and then there's the others. One isn't dark, one isn't good, one isn't bad. They're feelings, if they're coming up in you, then they're natural. If they're coming up, and they're natural, that's okay. You can embrace them. But if you don't like them, that's where that choice, the first step, choosing to be a positive person, what you then choose to do with it next is all in your hands. The fear that you have in your mind remains until you are able to look at them, identify them, hold them, and then find out what to do next with them to release it. Allow yourself to feel what naturally wants to come up, and then since you've made the choice to use it in a positive way, then you're already ready for the next step. One of the things that I do every single day is a gratitude check. During my meditation or as things come, as I do a gratitude check. Things that I am incredibly grateful for. Now, they don't have to be huge things, right? It could be simple things. When I take a sip of water and it's so refreshing, that is gratitude. When I open the door and there's a delicious breeze that hits me, that's gratitude. Wow, look at the weather, it's so beautiful. Looking into the eyes of my kids that I adore, that sometimes drive me insane. People in our lives, the people we connect with, right? We may see the same people over and over and over, and whether we choose to see it or not, we are sharing energy with those people, right? We give and we take. And so hopefully those are all going to end up being positive, but those are things to be grateful for. I do gratitude checks during my meditation, and I've talked about it in past videos, even of my different body parts for working for me. Thank you. Thank you to every system in place that's keeping me alive, being able to take a deep breath. Gratitude. When you are grateful for the things around you, you're seeing them. So it's shifting your attention to what is good, the things that make you happy, the things that do bring you joy, and leaving behind everything that is going wrong. Because when there are things going wrong, which they do every single day, there is still things that are going right. So you can shift your attention to those things. Okay, this one's my favorite. I love this one, and I try to practice it as often as I can, which is changing your language to even be positive, right? So I try to do this in my videos, and hopefully it's coming across, but I try to speak in positives. So when I'm thinking about a situation that is making me nervous, or if I have stress or whatever it may be, I shift my language into what I want to get out of that. For example, a meeting with somebody. So instead of me freaking out and having high anxiety and stress about, I hope it doesn't go bad, I hope they don't say no, I hope they don't feel disconnected with me, I hope, right? So then it's like, I don't want this to go bad, I don't want it to mess up, I don't want to miss this opportunity. Instead, I want this to be the most successful meeting I have. I want them to truly connect with me. I want to be able to communicate properly for this to be the best meeting I've ever had. You get what I'm going with this, right? My camera equipment and setup failed me last time. So this morning when I was getting ready to start filming, I said, oh God, I hope it doesn't go wrong. I hope it doesn't break. I hope this doesn't go. Then I caught myself and I said, I want to have a wonderful recording. I want everything to go smoothly. I want every electronic device to work, my lighting, everything's gonna be great and I'm gonna have a fantastic recording. So far, so good. When we are scared, when we have fear, the biggest thing, and we even speak that out, this is a force. This is energy that we're putting out that will quickly be received. So you can change your language to what you do want to attract what you want as well. When you start speaking in positives, your mind starts getting trained. So you just automatically, after lots and lots of practice, can achieve positive language. So changing the language into positivity is fantastic. Gratitude checks are so amazing to be able to implement, choosing to be positive, right? And being with those emotions. These are all amazing tools. In the end of it all, there's also a little psychological trick that you can use, which is trick your mind into thinking that you are in a happy setting. So there's some studies that have shown that even fake smiling, right? So if you're not in a good mood, you're just not feeling it, nothing's going right, even just the act, right? The physical act of opening your mouth and fake smiling still tricks your mind and your body into releasing the chemicals that your body would be doing if you were happy. It can reduce your stress, reduce your blood pressure, reduce your heart rate. Okay, so those were just a few steps that you can start practicing, that I practice every single day, and it will help us get to where we need to get into the steps of having a positive mindset. It is a lifetime practice. There's no arrival, right? We're constantly learning and constantly trying to bring in these tools that bring so much value to our daily lives. I hope that you enjoyed those. Let me know how they work for you. If you're implementing these practices in your life, I'd love to know how they've been working or not working. Share it with me. If you do enjoy the videos, please share them. You can like them and subscribe to the channel. And as always, love to you all.